So just start from the highest point that price created for this bearish push, which is currently this one. And you can see there's a breakout structure right before the high was created here, meaning this point, which is responsible for creating the high, becomes a lower high, and when it's broken, it became a new valid change of character. So after this change of character was created, it now meant that price was in a bearish momentum, and now we just need to look for an adjustment to validate the next lower low. And in this case, we can see the adjustment is this one right here, which was the last valid pullback that was taken out, and then price made a new valid lower low. Then after the lower low got broken, we had a new valid breakout structure on the 4-hour time frame, and then the breakout structure was created. It also validated a new valid lower high, and then price did not continue the bearish momentum. It went on to create another change of character, indicating that the sentiment is changing from bearish to bullish again. And here we can see there's no any adjustment created yet except for this one. So now I'm expecting that if prices go bearish on the 4-hour chart, it will likely go to this imbalance that's left here, and then after taking out the imbalance, we can see another bullish push from this imbalance. But this will take a lot of time to develop, considering that this is the 4-hour chart. So this is the current price action we have on the 4-hour chart. Now going to the 1 hour, let's see how price is being delivered. So just disable the 4-hour analysis and then switch to the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour, same thing, we'll start by looking at this lowest point that was created, and it automatically become our valid lower high, because you can see here, even the analysis, that price was in a bearish momentum, but it got broken here. So now we just need to find the change of character. So we can start by looking at this price action. We can see there was an adjustment at this point here, which was taken out, and when the adjustment was taken out, it validated a valid lower low right here, and when that lower low was taken out, it made a new valid breakout structure, and after the breakout structure, with a new valid lower high that was created at this point, which eventually got broken when price created a new change of character. So now on the EURUSD 1 hour chart, price is in a bullish momentum because of this change of character, but we do not have any adjustment taken out yet to validate this point as a valid high. The only adjustment we have currently is this one, which is still fresh and not mitigated. And for the points of interest, we have an extreme order block, which is right here. So my expectation is that price will go bearish and then continue bullish from this extreme order block after taking out this adjustment right here. But again, this will take time to develop, and today is Friday again, so this will probably happen in the next upcoming week. But for today, we may see price breaking this high to create a new valid adjustment. So if this high is broken today, it means the adjustment will be transferred from this level to this level. But as of now, the adjustment is still currently at this level right here. We have multiple points of interest below the adjustment, so you can either use this order flow to start looking for bullish entries, or you can just be patient and wait for price to go for this extreme order block. Then you can start looking for bullish momentum. Then now going to the 5-minute chart for entry setups. Let me just disable the 1 hour chart. Now going to the 5-minute time frame. Let's see. Let's go to 15 minutes. We already have analysis for this, I believe. So on the 15 minutes, we can see that price is in a bullish market with a change of character that was created here. That's where the bullish market started, and then breakout structure, and price was making a series of higher highs and lower highs, which is how we identify a bullish market. So now we can see that price has taken out an adjustment right here on 15-minute chart, and then this was a liquidated crab. So this was the initial high when price took out this adjustment, but then price liquidated it, so the high will be transferred from this level going to this highest level, which is responsible for liquidating that previous high. So we can identify this as our new current high, and then for the lower high, it's this one right here. And since price, if you use the Fibonacci tool, you can see that price is currently in a premium level, but since it already reached the discount level at some point, it's no longer high probability selling area. But since it's all we have, we just have to look for some confluences to enter the trades. So here, because there's no any point of interest in this area where there's a liquidity grab, the only points of interest we have are for bullish moves in these areas. So what we can do in this case, you can use session liquidity. So here you can enable the sessions, and you can see that price is currently in the Asian session, right? So what you can do is wait for the London session to open and wait for something like this. So if price is ranging in Asian session like this becomes Asian session high liquidity, and this becomes another Asian session low liquidity. So if price comes to take this liquidity first on the selling side and create something like an adjustment or change of character or market structure shift, we can then buy targeting this Asian session high liquidity, right? Then if price takes out the Asian session highs first, something like this, price takes out the high, then create a market structure shift here, then we can sell targeting the Asian session low. So this is what I use in case there is no any points of interest like we have today on EURUSD on this chart. So this whole internal move, we cannot just use it only. We have to consider the main structure also. But on the main structure, as I've said, there's no any point of interest. So I'll just be basing on the session liquidity to look for entries. And now going to the gold chart, I'll start from the 4-hour chart as well. So on the 4-hour, price is bullish. As you can see, it's making a series of high highs and lower highs, and it already created a new valid lower high at this point, and we have an adjustment created here. So gold is still bullish, making all-time highs, as you can see. And if we look for swing trading, we can start looking for bullish entries again for swing trading from this H4 extreme order block. But for intraday trading, we can go to the 1-hour chart and see how price is being delivered. So on the 1 hour, it's similar thing. I think on all time frames, actually, the market is still bullish on gold, and we can continue looking for bullish entries until price tells us otherwise. So here on the 1 hour chart, you can see this was the last breakout structure that was created, and after that with this adjustment which is not yet taken out, and price is still bullish, so we don't have much to look at on the 1 hour chart. But let's take a look on the 15 minutes. So on the 15 minutes, we do have some hope, because you can see price created this breakout structure, and after that breakout structure we have a new valid lower high at this point, and price created an adjustment right here. So when that adjustment is taken out, we can look for a reversal setup. So this is the valid adjustment, and for the points of interest for bullish continuation, we have this order flow which is still fresh and unmitigated. So if price come back to this zone, we can again look for bullish entries, because again there's some liquidity lying on top of that order flow here, which makes it another high probability setup as well. So on gold, price is still bullish, and for us to look for bullish entries, for me personally, I'll be wanting to take entries from any point below the breakout structure, unless another breakout structure is created here. So for bullish entries, after price takes out the adjustment, you can either look for entries from this point of interest, which is a decisional order block, and it's still fresh and unmitigated. So you can start looking for bullish entries either from this zone, or you can wait for price to come back to this low here. But then again, this will take some time to develop, considering today is a Friday, so you have to wait for next week. But for today, this is a setup that may happen. And also, if you use the sessions too, you can see that this decision order block is lying right below the. Guys, can you make sure your mics are muted so you don't disturb anyone? If you have any questions, I'll give time for questions after the session. Thank you. So you can see that the Asian session is currently ongoing, and right below this session we have an adjustment and we have a decision order block. So if price is to continue ranging inside the Asian session, and then on London open takes out the Asian session low and you might get the decision order block, you can then look for bullish entries targeting the Asian session high. So this is setup I have on gold. Then if you have to look for bearish setup, you can wait for price to take out an adjustment, something like this. Price will create an adjustment, then range inside the Asian session low, and then if price for some reason takes out the Asian session high first, and then you can start looking for shorts targeting this adjustment and the decision order block, and then maybe continue bullish from there. So this is what I have on gold and EURUSD. If you want to have a question, you can type in the chat and I'll answer your questions.